Welcome back. We had an opportunity this week to go for a 3-day trip up in the woods in Allegan, Michigan, and I found that to be a perfect opportunity to test the Renogy 240 amp hour semi-solid state battery. So we packed up and we went on into the woods with us, and we wanted to see how long we could run this little battery, and would it be a good choice if somebody just wanted to use this battery and nothing else to upgrade their RV for a quality night of boondocking. So stick around, we'll show you what we did. Welcome to Camp Riverside. This is an annual camp we come up to every year, uncles, cousins, and friends of the family. Little deer camp stuff, a whole lot of storytelling, a little beer drinking, and some cards. So here's a look at my rig with all the old solar panels, and there's my brothers with the brand new solar flux panels. I'm jealous. There's Russ's camper. That's got a Renogy inverter and some batteries inside. No solar yet, but it does have a fold-up solar suitcase. Well, it's night number one. It's only down to 40 degrees, so it's not terrible. It's a really nice day today, but we made it up to camp. We have no issues. I did clean the solar panels. They needed it. They were a lot worse than I thought. So our 240 amp hour solid state battery, we were at, I got the furnace on, so if you hear noise, we were at full charge before dark about 2 hours ago. So I think we're doing pretty good. I got the furnace on now, it's warming up in here. It's feeling quite good actually. Let's take a look at the numbers and then we'll look at them in the morning. So with the furnace running, with the shunt zeroed out and calibrated, we're looking pretty good. 13.1. We've used a little power since dark, and you know, it's slowly getting nice in here. I do have the heat up, and I'm going to get my electric blanket out and make the bed, and we'll see what kind of power we got. So as far as DC loads going, I have the inverter running, and the inverter is powering a refrigerator that's outside. It's cool enough that the refrigerator, it's not turning on very much, to be expected. And if you remember, this is part 2. It's the core battery over there on the far side. And then in case it doesn't work out, I can flip this switch over to 1, and I can be on these 4 of the 200 amp hour core batteries. These are the ones we've had for about 3 years, and they've been actually pretty fantastic for us. No issues at all. And again, in the back corner you can see the inverter. So as far as DC loads go, obviously all the lights in the RV here, they're all powered, they're all DC lights. I don't have the TV plugged in, although we can stream TV. Out here in the woods we do have a smart plug hooked up to that, and it's called TV power. So when I push that button, you might not have heard it, but you'll hear there's a little click that happens. So I may as well show you what I have here. So there's a little smart relay right there, so I can kill the power and avoid parasitic load, and so that I can stream TV and still work remotely on occasion. That's our TravelFi router. We've been with TravelFi. I think this is we're about to begin our 3rd year. So in the morning, we'll check in and we'll see how the batteries did overnight, and we'll take it from there. See you in the morning.
Well, good morning. Sorry, the light isn't too good. Neither is my hair.
Well, you know how poorly these campers are insulated. The furnace turned on and off quite a few times, even though it wasn't terribly cold. It was cold enough that about every 25 minutes that furnace would run. Surprising, the battery was at 45%. The electric blanket, lights, inverter stayed on, the outside fridge, and it only went down to 45%. So that was a pleasant surprise. I think this would work good in any normal camper that you might have out on the trail. Like many of you, we love our coffee, and we carry around this Keurig machine because it's fast and easy, but it does pull a lot of power. As a matter of fact, 140 amps come out of that battery when this thing is warming up and brewing coffee. Never saw that coming. This is the first battery I've run across that's in the 200 amp hour range and has a 240 amp power rating. This is incredible, so it's great for appliance use.
It's heating the water. I guess that's normal. Voltage dropped 11.9.
So we're really leaning on this now. I got the solar off, and we're wanting to see exactly what we get out of this battery. So we got all the electric heaters turned up to medium, and we got a decent load being pulled on the rig. And then we're going to cycle it one more time after we get it back to full charge. But we just want to take it down to the bottom, see how far it goes. So right here, the inverter drops out on low voltage. And when it does, watch the voltage pop back up on the battery. Well, that's normal, because the battery's right at the tail end, and there's just not a lot of capacity left. So we'll speed this up even more, and we're just looking to see how far it'll go down, because we had the shunt cranked up. We had the scale opened up so we can measure. I believe I had it on 247, and if you watch, we're already at the nameplate, right? The battery's a 240 amp hour battery. We've already gone past that. We're actually about 205.5 right now. So we did pretty good. I mean, it actually nailed the capacity as advertised. Okay, it's charge time. We got the inverter generator running. We turned the solar on, and we're kind of topping out at 135. So let's see how long it takes to charge. 1 hour and 50 minutes to full charge. Well, good morning. So a very cold night last night, down to 30 degrees. The solid state battery's doing well. We kept the camper warm most of the night, and in the far ends of the campers it gets a little cooler when it's cold out. But we did pretty good. Electric blanket, by the way, is just absolutely awesome. A 240 amp hour battery, the solid state battery, seems to have overnight capabilities with pretty good load. We have 2 refrigerators running, although the one outside, I'm sure it didn't cycle very much at all. But we made coffee this morning, and all that stuff was good. The battery's doing quite well. We did use an electric warmer to keep some food warm while others were out on hunting trips, and all of that stuff seemed to work pretty good. Hopefully that's showing up for you guys. It's that temperature sensor there. And the inverter itself, for cold weather camping, the inverter helps you because it does put a little heat in the actual battery bay. So that's not a bad thing for you cold weather campers, right? But yeah, that little battery down there on the end, that's the one we're hooked up to. This is a different type of view. This is direct connect through the phone, so you can monitor the battery cell voltage to see that they're balanced, the current rate of charge, and right now we're heating the battery, so there'll be very little. Once the heating is warmed up, then you'll see the amperage go up to whatever's coming in. But this view allows you to see a couple of items that aren't available through the one core, specifically if the heat's on or off. That's really the only weird thing. Everything else is the same as the core. Okay, so this is the battery, and rather than reviewing this outside, I thought I'd bring it in and give you a close-up view of this thing. Comes with these convenient mounting tabs so you can screw this thing down to the floor. I am not sure about if you can turn this or not. It doesn't cover it in the manual, but each one has a unique serial number.
And then, as you can see, got all the information on the battery itself. An access panel. I don't recommend getting in those. This is the marine type fuses I like to use, and this is our COM ports for CAN bus. I'm not sure if it can be used for RS485. This is Bluetooth antenna, and of course our battery terminals. Pretty good setup, and it is considerably smaller than the 200 amp core that I have out there now, measuring in almost at 16 inches, about a little over 9.5 inches, and 7.5 inches tall. So it's a quite small footprint. Very handy, actually. It's a 12.8 volt battery, of course, 240 amp hour, 3072 watt hours, and 240 amps maximum discharge. Charge current of 240 amps. It can handle a 450 amp surge, but only for 30 seconds, and then I think the battery will shut down on safety. Then it goes in the temperature range. It goes down to a negative 20 C and up to a 55 C span. I don't have to worry about that where we're at. But yeah, that's the battery.
We do have a discount link in the description that'll save you quite a few bucks. Be sure to check that out. If this video was helpful to you, please consider becoming a subscriber. And if you hit that like button, maybe this will get put out in front of other people looking for the same information. As always, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.